All right, everyone, we're here. We're gathered here, and we're starting. Just so you know, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. We're starting. We're with this is the final hour, and we're with SpinDashDude. Now, this guy's hilarious. He does a lot of Final Fantasy cosplay. He dresses in a dress. Is fucking hilarious. Um, and it's a great time when you watch his content on TikTok. That's why me and Blood, we both love your content. It's hilarious. And
Thank you. I just get bored.
hey, you get bored, it's fun, right? Now, first things first, any question I ask, if you choose not to answer, you choose not to. If it's like too personal, whatever it may be, you don't have to answer it. This is supposed to be a comfortable hangout, let's have fun and chit chat kind of shit. Now,
sounds good to me.
next thing is, not first thing first, because we got past it already. It's one of those things. Now, who is SpinDashDude? Who are you?
Well, I suppose in the real world, I'm just, I suppose, as common as it sounds, I'm just a normal guy. You know, I kind of go to work Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. Monday till 5. Monday to Friday, 9 till 5:30. And I'm just a very sociable person now. So, well, until obviously COVID started sort of happening. So a lot of my socialness has come out in forms of TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and things like that. So I'm just your average guy who just took up a hobby playing dress up.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. You also do Twitch, right?
Yeah, it's still very, very new. So it's just, you know, I get bored and I'm just hoping other people will come and get bored with me. So
just keep at it, and with Twitch, just keep at it, and just like try to keep like a semi-normal schedule. People will show up regularly. It's really good. And then my son right out of the gate with this question. Of course, he's my son, so it makes sense. What made you decide to do the sword penis?
The sword penis.
The one with where you got the one that got banned?
Oh, there's a couple to be fair.
I know, right?
Funny enough, actually, that's the one that got banned for saying that was obviously, you know, getting to come onto your guy's show. Somehow the original was still on there, but the one with text saying I'll be on the show has been banned. I don't know how TikTok works. To be honest,
one does.
I don't really know. I just kind of looked at it and thought, yeah, that could work. Could I? Yeah, and then I kind of just test it with the camera, just kind of set everything up and just kind of tried it, because I'm wearing shorts underneath, obviously, so the illusion is, you know, it's gone now. But I just thought I'll give it a go and see if it works, and it turned out it worked. So
it was a good video. It was hilarious.
Well, now we just need to come up with a track. Oh, there's one straight off the bat, going for it.
Nice.
My I don't want to call it genius because it sounds like I'm being a bit too big-headed, but my comedic moments seem to happen at the randomest times. So I'll have no content for ages, and then all of a sudden I'll get 4 or 5 funny ideas, and I'll just post them out kind of regularly like that. So yeah, I'm just glad people found it funny.
It was great. Me and Blood were dying because that's our kind of humor. We were dying, like, oh my god, like this is just awesome. But they got pulled. It's like, no.
Yeah. I suppose I need to find another platform to try. Instagram found it fine, so I just have to put all the stuff on there.
Instagram, you can put pretty much almost anything. No one cares.
Pretty much. So I think I just do a lot of stuff on TikTok. If it gets banned, it gets banned. But then I'll just move over to Instagram because people seem to enjoy that, I think, anyway.
Nice. So what is it? Izumi Yukimura, I think I said that right, is here to support you. I'm not a cosplayer, but I'm a Final Fantasy fan, hence the final of my name. That's where it came from. Ilanyu, ice cream truck content? What?
We've been talking, I think it was on Instagram, about how the ice cream vans over where she is they look a little bit creepy, kind of like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang kind of creepy.
Oh, so, my.
That's kind of where that sort of came from.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, a few cosplays, one's Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and 3 from Final Fantasy 5. Nice.
Very
Curious
cool.
on who from Final Fantasy 5. I gotta check out your content later. So anyway, we're back to you. Now, I found you random, or my wife found you randomly, and we're just like, holy crap, Final Fantasy 7. We duetted, I think she duetted one of your videos.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how we met you, which is I'm glad we did because you're fucking hilarious. I love it. Like your comedy is off the chain. Now, with TikTok, you joined it just for the hell of it? Like, it was literally just you were bored and it was like, hey, whatever.
Yeah. I think a friend of mine said you should try out this TikTok thing. I think you'd really enjoy it. And I joined it and I put out a video or two, and then thought, I didn't really think much of it. And then about 2 months later, again, it all just comes out of me just getting bored. I get bored a lot, apparently. And I thought, I'll give it a go. And I started taking some sounds from like Scrubs and things like that, and Looney Tune things and things like that. And it just started building from there. So yeah, TikTok was a bit of a whim, and I'm glad I went with it, because as I said, I got to meet some fine people like yourself and some good other people that I would never have met otherwise.
Right? Like, same here. I've met so many cool people. So when did you start TikTok?
I believe it was in originally February 2019. I think it was then properly in probably about May that same year.
Okay. Very cool. So what got English is my first language, but I can't speak it. What was your reasoning to start a Twitch?
I guess for me, I with COVID kind of happening, it kind of opened my eyes a lot to a lot of people that kind of lost a lot of things that I kind of take for granted. So their job was a little bit. Is it are they going to have it by the time this is all over? People were struggling with rent and things like that. So I thought Twitch is kind of a relatively new channel. The reason I chose it is because it's gaming and I do love my gaming. And I thought maybe I can start a Twitch channel that can then, if it does well and is quite successful, it could then take whatever donations that people want to give, and I could help kind of put it towards those people. I mean, I have a roof over my head. I've got food in my cupboards and things like that. So it's not something that I need right now, but I think that there's other people that could, and not just for COVID, for the rest of the world. It's just kind of opened my eyes, this recent situation. And I feel that I just wanted to give something back, but also remain a moron whilst doing it.
Okay, fair enough. So you want to give, your Twitch channel, you want to give back to the community.
Absolutely. So yeah.
Okay.
Nothing done through Twitch is kept in my pocket. It goes to, I think I give the choice to the followers on the channel. They let me know some of the worthwhile causes they think is good, and then I'll have a look at it, and then I'll choose which one to give it to.
Cool, very cool. That's really cool. Very noble, yeah.
Well, it's about time. It's about time I did something for somebody else, to be fair.
Fair enough. Now, you like Final Fantasy VII, right? Hence why you... Okay, just a little bit. Now, is that truly your favorite cosplay to do?
Yeah, I must admit, the reason I do I do Cloud quite a lot is just because I just love the character, and I love the Final Fantasy VII series. I did have a Rorschach that I did for a little while as well, but he didn't really take off as well. And in the summer, he was just so hot to wear with that massive kind of raincoat thing he wears. So everyone seemed to like Cloud, and based on their reactions and putting a very serious character into some silly situations like Ace Ventura, bits and pieces like that, just seemed to work. And I think I can make him quite a serious character, but also quite a funny character as well, because you see a side of him you wouldn't normally see. So he's my favorite in that sort of way.
Okay, fair enough. Now, which is your favorite Final Fantasy game, though?
It is definitely 7, but it is followed very closely.
Okay, I have to ask this follow-up question, because I always have to argue with people who say 7. Yes, 7 is great. Yes, 7 was brought to the whole world, but did you actually complete 6?
Do you know what? I didn't complete, because 6 is with Terra.
Yes.
I don't think I actually did complete 6. I think I started it a few years later, and I think my love for 7 comes from because it was, like many, my very first Final Fantasy game. I think I haven't completed 6, so I really should go back and actually finish that one off.
Where did you get to on 6? I'm curious.
Oh, I can't even remember. It was that long ago, to be honest.
Because you walk around, you go to a sandcastle, then you walk around more, you get all these characters, you go to an opera house, and then you go to this one area, then you go to the floating continent. Did you get to that point at least?
I don't remember a floating continent, to be fair.
Okay, You're not even halfway done. There we go.
Yeah, probably not.
Bro, Final Fantasy 6 was my first Final Fantasy, right? And that's the once I got to the certain point, I'm like, oh, I'm done with the game. This was fun. No. No. Yeah, it's a long, drawn-out game. I wish they would remake that one, because that one would be so good. And what's up? What's up, Black Veil Rose 21? How you doing? What's up? Let's read some comments, because they were talking about you. Being a moron is all based on person's perceptions. Your content is brilliant. Don't touch my no square. Yeah, that's really it. TikTok Jesus has nothing to do with this. When did you start playing Apex Dub? Because I'm paying for it. What? What? My son just said something random. Like, what? Tell him I said, ooh, you touched my tra-la-la. My ding ding dong.
My ding ding dong.
That's from my wife. That's from my wife.
Works.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so you've been doing this for quite some time, and you met some cool people out of all of this, besides Scotty Wartooth, because I know you guys are like brothers in a sense. Who is your favorite content creator on TikTok?
Oh, that's a mean question, because there's
That's a mean question.
That's a mean question, because I feel like I'll leave a lot of people out. Without leaving anybody out, I mean, I must admit, I do enjoy watching your guys and Blood Vixen. Some of your stuff is quite... I love the transitions that you guys do. They're getting so smooth now. I'm a big fan of Scott. I think what he's done with TikTok Jesus is just genius.
Right?
It's something that nobody had thought of before. But there's a friend of mine that I've been following a lot of her work for a long time, which is Faye Knight. Some people have seen her in some of my TikToks as well. She plays an Aerith to my Cloud. And she does some really funny sort of stuff, and she's just completely nuts, which is great. So it just makes the content even funnier. But there's a few other people like Looney Tune UK, Stacey Darling as well has been a big supporter, and I feel the same back towards her. She does some really great stuff as well. So, but that's just to name a few. Like, there's a lot of people that that I just think are fantastic in what they do, and they're also unique in their take on TikTok.
Okay, fair enough. So, if you had someone you wanted to collab with, and you could collab with anyone, any creator, who would it be?
Are we sticking to just TikTok?
It doesn't have to be just TikTok. Let's just go world right now. Then we'll go just TikTok.
Okay. To be fair, actually, I don't know why I said that, because all I can think of is TikTok.
So I was like, wait, what?
What am I thinking of? I think for me, I'm a bit of a big fan of Dean Hassel. If you've ever seen him around on TikTok, he does some really great, almost Dungeons and Dragons-esque type cosplays, and they just look insane. And some of the stuff he does, where he goes out into the woods and films it to some really awesome tracks, I would definitely love to do some more collabs with him. And anyone really that I've seen that does a lot of fun fantasy stuff. So again, Stacey Darling, it'd be great to do some stuff with her in person, rather than just the duet. So and obviously Faye Knight, we've done quite a few bits and pieces, but we've got a list that's massive of bits and pieces that we still need to do.
Okay. Damn, that's fucking awesome. You don't care, like, hey, you're cool, let's collab, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
You know what? If someone wants to give their time to collab with me, then you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be excited to do it with them.
Nice. Now that's fucking awesome. Now
I'm just an attention whore. That's it. That's what it is.
That's fucking cool. Like, that's just badass. Now, out of all the videos you have done, and you put all this time and effort into a video, and you're like, I hope this one blows up, and it didn't. Which one is that?
I think it had to be the Ice Cream Man one, with the slow-mo. So throwing the book away, running towards the front door in slow-mo, finding out it's locked, then thinking, oh, I'll go to the back door, and that one's locked as well, and it's just me like falling down the glass, just screaming because I can't get ice cream. It didn't do as well as I thought it did. that took about, I think it must have been collectively with editing and things like that, because I didn't do it through TikTok. I just kind of did it and then uploaded to TikTok. I think it must have taken about 2 hours to do all of that.
Okay.
And I had so much content I just had to cut to keep it within that minute. And it just didn't do as well as I was hoping, to be fair. But, you know, maybe it might get a second wind.
Don't you hate that? Like you got some, like we got some videos where we do, because we dual post, and one of her videos will pop, mine won't of the same video, and then my video will pop, hers won't. It's so weird. I can't explain it.
It's just crazy.
Tifkree had a good question actually. Do you know Tifkree?
The name rings a bell, but I must admit I'm awful until I see someone.
Her videos are mostly dark, and she does a lot of stuff where there's multiple people on the screen.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, she's really cool. Now, if you could make a game today, what game would it be? Would you take from other games or do something completely new?
So
if you were to make like a brand new game, what kind of game would it be, and would you take ideas from other games?
If I was to make a game, I love the idea of massive multiplayer online roleplay games.
So like Final Fantasy 14?
14, World of Warcraft, things like that. But I'm also a bit of a fan of zombie survival type games like your 7 Days to Die. So I would, if I could take elements, I would take elements of creating a massive online roleplay game and making it kind of a survival horror thing. And if, just thinking on the spot here, if your character was killed in the outbreak, then you will see that character join the horde, and that will help the online zombie horde grow and grow. And they'll just be CPU controlled characters, but you'll even maybe eventually at some point see your old self if you decide to start up a new character. I think that could be quite interesting.
That is very interesting, actually. I like that general. That's a pretty good idea. Like, hold on. I'm laughing my ass off because Blood just walked out of the room and she did that head bob that you did in that video. Yes. And I was just like, oh my God. But the whole, like, that's a pretty interesting concept. Like, MMO, but like zombie apocalypse and like kind of leveling up. That's pretty interesting. Like scary, but yet fun. Like honestly, like my idea for an MMO, I wish Final Fantasy, I hope they do with a new one. Final Fantasy VII's combat system, like the dodging, the getting around, the pace with MMO style mechanics. That's what I hope they do, something like that one day. But goddamn, fuck you, Blood. That really got me. I'm letting you talk so I can listen, and I'm dying right here. Chat's probably like, my streams are like, what the fuck? Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't see you. So as far as I was concerned, you sat there like,
oh my god. What's up, Lake Dark? What's up? All right, Tiff Crewe again. She always comes up with the questions, and I fucking love it. Great. What do you like to do in your downtime when not doing TikTok and games? Anything else that is a go-to favorite of yours?
I'm a bit of a social butterfly, an attention horse. So if there's the ability to go meet and see friends just to hang out, I'm all for that. I usually spend a lot of my downtime with seeing friends and family if I can. Obviously, with COVID happening, it's kind of put a bit of a downer on that. So I think I'm relatively quite boring outside of TikTok and Twitch, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's there are things that I want to start taking up, but I'm kind of using COVID as an excuse that I haven't started them up yet. Perfect one, we go back to the gym, but they've only just opened. But I'm pretending that hasn't happened yet. But yeah, there's some things that I would like to get into. A friend of mine keeps trying to get me back into archery, so I'd love to get back into that. I used to motorbike a lot, so I would used to just go out for long rides. But I had a crash back in last October, so I just kind of thought I'm just going to put that to one side for a second.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of numbed what I'm able to do as well, because having that sense of freedom is kind of like, well, you got to walk everywhere now. Kind of like staying at home now.
Right? Okay, yeah. my son's got an interesting question. I don't even know how to answer this one. If you were to make a new game genre, what would it be?
Oh God!
Right? That's a like, whoa, where's this one?
That is. Is there one? Have we
Right?
explored
Like,
them all? I would go
right?
with something that does retro arcade with other things. Gosh, I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
Yeah, okay. Well,
3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock
Hey,
in the morning,
kiddo,
huzzah!
say that one again for later, okay? We'll try to come
Yeah.
back to that one. All right, Tiff Cree again.
Cool.
If we could have a meetup, who would you hope to meet? Friends and people that inspire you, like fellow TikTokers, Instagrammer, gamer, creator, whoever it may be.
Whoever. Okay. There's a lot of people that I've met through cons I would love to see again. There's a lot of creators that I thought, damn, they're pretty cool. I'd love to go out for like just a pint with them and just have a couple of drinks and just shoot the S word.
Shoot the shit, right? You can say that stuff on my channel. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to maintain this good guy persona.
No, don't. You just can't be derogatory and say obvious words. And then the one starts with E and E or R-E and then ends with D. You can't say those. That's it. Even though that's a common one, but yeah.
Okay. I'm so simple. I was like,
what?
There it is.
Yep.
No, it's fine. It's not in my vocab anyway. There's just people I'd love to just meet and hang out. Do you know what? I know it sounds really weird, or I say weird. It sounds just kind of a bit basic. I would love to meet Tom Hanks. And
really?
Just hang out with Tom Hanks. Yeah, I've been a massive fan of Tom Hanks since I was a kid. Tom Hanks or Will Smith. But especially Tom Hanks, just because I don't think I've seen a film of his that I don't like, and he just strikes me as this guy that would just take you under his wing and just talk to you, and just he'd be like the uncle you never had, you know. So yeah, 100% Tom Hanks would be the one for me.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Now, light versus dark. Are you team Zareth or team Clouty? I don't understand.
Now, Charles, who is light dark. He knows I'm a massive Clareth fan, so I'm team Clareth.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Explain that.
So it's Cloud and Aerith, or Cloud and Tifa.
Oh, okay. Cloud and Aerith make more sense. It's more of a balance. It makes more sense. You got the.
I feel that. Yeah. With obviously the remake, it could go a different way, but I respect that some people prefer.
Let's get through some of these questions for chat, and we'll talk about the remakes. I really want to get your opinion about that. Now, if Cloud have to have his own little TV show, what would it be? And this is from Black Veil Rose 21.
Oh, hello. I would love to see Cloud having some kind of Steve Irwin riding around all of Gaia and just finding creatures and just being like, oh, what is that? We'll just take that out with an Omni Slash. Hoo-yah! As you can see, he didn't like that. Just see that. I think
my God. That would be good.
Yeah.
If you could visit Izumi Yukimura. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. If you could visit any place in the world for vacation or for a cosplay photo shoot, where would it be and why?
I would love to go to Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji?
It's always been a dream of mine. Mount Fuji, or I think I remember seeing something somewhere, I don't know if it's still around, like some kind of genuine, or as genuine as you can get, samurai villages that you kind of do like an experience where you'll just live like a week. So all the scenery is pretty as authentic as you can get things. I would love to do something like that. And for a photo shoot, there is a brilliant place. I know it's so local, which is so weird, but there's a brilliant place called Dungeness over here in the UK, in Kent. It's not too far from me, fair, but it's basically just this massive power station in the middle of nowhere. Like, you've just got pebbles everywhere for as far as the eye can see, but it's got this massive power station there, and it always reminded me that could be just a brilliant place to kind of do like a Midgar-esque photo shoot. Just get a motorbike down there, and if you can get over the pebbles. But yeah.
Oh, that would be fucking cool. Now, Izumi again, Wait, no. Actually, Blood Vixen. I meant that one. How much did your Cloud cosplay cost altogether?
Which one? Advent Children or Remake?
Let's go Advent Children first.
Probably around about £2,000.
How much is that in US?
Probably $3,000.
3,000?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's been a lot of, like, I started in, I think, like 2015. So the Advent Children one has been like an amalgamation of upgrades.
Okay.
Probably till about early this year, where I thought, okay, I'm kind of happy where he is. I want to kind of start focusing on Remake. And a lot of that, to be fair, was that sword, which took some dents and damage through cons and things like that, and me not realizing there's quite a few repair jobs had to be done on that.
Fair enough, makes sense. Have you ever gone to KupuCon? And if not, would you go?
Yes.
Okay, you have?
Absolutely. I love every single con that I go to because I always meet somebody new there and end up in a pub somewhere, all of us dressed up, getting weird looks from the locals, just having a great time. I love it. But KupuCon is quite possibly, or quite definitely, my absolute favorite con convention because it's a fan-based fun convention made for the fans, and it's a very interactive event.
Nice.
It's not just stalls and walk around and get pictures. There's events that go on there. Do you remember from Final Fantasy VIII? You've got the Tripom cards that you can duel with. They've got their own versions.
Triple Triad, nice.
Yeah, you can collect those, and there's prizes to be won, and you get like there's a cosplay competition which is picked by the fans, so it's the fans' favorite, not just the judges' favorite. There is a judges' favorite as well. And they have this whole award at the very end of the and that goes to the person. A lot of positivity and done a lot for the community, which to me would be an absolute dream to win that, because
nice.
Being a Final Fantasy fan, known as a Warrior of Light would be just
immense. Yeah. And that was from Izumi again. That was a really good question, actually.
That's a good question.
Leo_57. Any new skills you would like to learn?
Lolio. I would love to get his ability to create props. He'll just see something and he can just dissect it with his brain and figure out how he does.
Who can?
That's Lolio57. So he does his own props. For conventions. Thank you for joining, Lee. He just has this uncanny knack of he can just see something, sketch it out, work out what he needs to do for it, and then he just goes for it. And then within a couple of weeks, like, there you go, done. It's like,
damn,
like it's crazy. And he's only just started, but his level is epic.
That's pretty fucking cool. That's a new skill. Like he's asking you what new skill, and you want to learn his skill.
I want his skill.
How about you fucking talk to each other? God damn it!
Yeah, I'd love to, but he's never around.
Oh damn, one of those kind of things. Oh yeah, like I know. I got those. I got those where like, oh, I want to interview, or do you want to be on the show? Yeah. Text them the details. Never get back.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Right?
No idea who you're referring.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit. Okay. Hey, it happens though. I understand. We're all busy, like working and stuff. It's not like we could do this for a living yet.
I'd love to say that. I'd love to say I'm busy, but I think I admitted about 10 minutes to do much. Okay.
All right, Tiff Cree has a question. Oh, what is your least favorite trend or audio on TikTok?
It had to be, and it's a fairly old one. The what was it? Peel the avocado. It really, really grated on me. And I think I did a parody audio of that with from Anchorman. One of the guys yelling no. Was that Anchorman, or was that The Office? And he's just like yelling no, and it was just kind of me pretending to do it, then me duetting myself, telling myself to stop.
Really?
Yeah, it was that, or the Can I show you? Is it Can I show you the way? The Knuckles, or the Ugandan Knuckles thing? I hated it.
Oh, That thing.
Yeah, I was not a fan.
It was stupid funny, but it was just like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, but then again, I guess I'm gonna get a lot of okay boomer from that. But yeah, it wasn't
Okay, boomer. What's your favorite trend or audio?
Anything that's Ace Ventura, or Jim Carrey.
Really?
There's a lot there. I think one of my favorite ones. I don't think I posted yet. The whole where he's in Ace Ventura 2 and he's figured out who's done the crime, and he's, that explains the vibration on that, and doing that as Cloud, just it had me. I had to redo it so many times because I kept cracking up.
Okay. What's your favorite Pokemon? That's from Lanyu or Ilonu. Fuck me, what is it? How the fuck do you say your goddamn name? Where is it?
She's told me about 5 million times.
I know, right? Where is it? Hold on, it's up here somewhere. God damn it, never mind. I'm not gonna look for all through that chat. Fuck that. She'll correct me again or like hit me later. I don't know. Okay,
yeah, I'll
so
get an Instagram message broken down into syllables.
Lou, man, chat's really running the show today. I love it. Thank you, guys. What are your long-term goals here on TikTok and Twitch, or even your cosplays?
So TikTok, I think I've resided to the fact it's just gonna be somewhere I just do stupid things. If it leads on to anything, I think it will be transferred onto whatever next. And that's not to dig on TikTok. I just think there's a lot of bits and pieces that TikTok feels goes against their guidelines, which personally I don't think I still stick within some guidelines. But I think there's a little bit of restriction from that. But I think for me with Twitch, if I can get it there, I'd like it to be a real feel good, come in here, chat. The people in there at the moment, it's a real kind of chilled out vibe. Everyone just seems.
Hold on.
Themselves.
Okay, you caught up.
Oh.
No, it was lagging for a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did that all go through? Okay.
Yeah, it went all through. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. But I'd like Twitch. I don't think Twitch is ever going to be something that I'm going to take anything for. But if I can start making some bigger contributions towards causes, I think that's what I'd like to do for it. Touch wood, as long as I've got a job and a roof over my head, then I think I'd like that to go to more worthy causes, and that's long term.
Okay, fair enough.
As for cosplay, we'll see.
Yeah, like wherever it takes you, right? Like wherever this all takes you.
Wherever the road takes.
Nice. Ghost of Nightmares thinks you're very wicked. Thank you. Sin Shadow? I think I said that right. Yeah, Sin Shadows. There we go. If you were doing Cloud, if you weren't doing Cloud, what other character would you cosplay as?
I've been requested to do Link for Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
I could actually see that.
I would like to do that, but I feel like I'd run out of audios because all I can say is yeah in the whole thing. He just never speaks, so it just has to. I'm sure I could make it work.
There's one you could do, the Navi to shut the fuck up one, or what the fuck do you want? You could do that one.
Yeah, I think I'm just sold on that cosplay just for that TikTok.
Just for that one.
Just for that one. I'd love to do a big armor build, like a monster armor build.
Okay.
Plus, it means I get to walk.
Okay. If you light versus dark, if you had to choose to give up TikTok or Instagram, which one would it be?
I mean, it cut out just then.
If you were to give up social media, TikTok or Instagram, which one would it be?
Oh, dang.
Damn.
I feel I would give up TikTok over Instagram.
Why is that?
Purely because I feel my Instagram I've had for a while, and I'm not that I'm understanding their algorithm.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I've built up some good. I haven't from.
You're cutting out
friendship.
quite often now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe if I just, hopefully, if I switch back to my mobile,
Maybe.
we'll see. I think I've made some good friendships on both. I've had Instagram for like, there's more growth that I can make, and I mostly use TikTok, to be fair, to make the silly videos. So I just have to find another.
Okay. You would just have to find another one like Likey or Dub Smash.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be a shame, though. I've got quite a few fans on TikTok, so it would be a shame. But
Lolio says his channel has a community challenge about Ace. Then Black Veil Roach 21. Who's your favorite Marvel or DC hero?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Why is that?
Because I think a lot of people can relate in this sort of way. But back in the days of school, I was not.
Uh-oh. Can't hear you.
Oh my god! Again.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is so bad.
It's not. It's just. It's like it's not pick up your voice. That's the weird thing.
Oh really? That's
yeah. Because like we're not getting lag from the camera, and that's usually the first thing that goes, as you saw from Scotty.
Yeah. Hopefully that's picking me up now.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully.
Right. All right. So, what question were we doing? What question were we doing? Spider-Man. Why?
Spider-Man, because I was a big. I'm still a big geek now, but I wasn't very as outgoing as I am now. I was very shy. Didn't get bullied as much, but I definitely wasn't in no ways liked or thought to be a cool guy or anything like that.
Okay.
Which I feel like that's kind of what Peter Parker was like. And then he got this power, this hero, and he became, he kind of found himself. For me, I found the ability to be a moron, and I'm sticking with that. So
okay, fair enough. Makes sense. Elo New.
Yep.
Elo New. There we go. We will forget in 5 minutes. Love you. All right. Now, Ghostly Nightmares is also known as Havoc, and when he types in my chat H:, he's talking as Havoc now. He's saying, if you play as Cloud, would you eat a chocobo egg?
Yes.
You would.
I just want to know what they taste like.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a giant fried egg.
Oh, you didn't answer the question. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Arcanine.
Akadon? Okay. Fair enough. We'll ask that genre question again later, kiddo. That was quick. Let's get like 40 minutes right before we're done. If you could change anything about TikTok or Twitch, what would you change and why? And that's from Tifkri.
I would definitely enforce two versions of TikTok. So like an 18 plus TikTok and those that have a younger audience. I feel there's a lot of things that TikTok can be very restrictive in a way. And I think that kind of hinders. I mean, that's speaking purely selfishly from my own point of view, because it hinders a lot of the make.
Yeah.
Not that I think that I go very risque, but apparently a little bit too risque for TikTok. So, yeah. As for Twitch, I've only been on there for maybe a month or two. So, as far as I'm concerned, it seems to not really found any.
Okay. So you still have to. Twitch really. There really isn't much that you really have to change. The only thing I would suggest, for Twitch, is the findability for people. Work on that. Yeah. That's it. Because if no one knows about you on Twitch and they go to Twitch, they're not going to find you.
No, very, very true. Very true.
That's the one thing. Now, have you done cosplay? Just Tifkri, have you done cosplays with charity groups before? Meeting up with visiting children hospitals?
We did an event in the UK Games Expo in Birmingham years ago, where we basically just walked around a con for 2 days with a bucket, and people donated money into that bucket, and that went towards, I think it was, I don't think it was the NSP, it was towards children that came from homes had.
What was that last part?
It went towards children with broken homes and ongoing illness.
Okay, that's fucking badass. Actually, that's really cool. So, how much did you collect for that event?
I think the entire cosplay group. I think we raised. I can't remember. It was somewhere between £8,000 to £10,000. So for you guys, you're talking maybe $12,000 to $16,000.
Jesus Christ, that's badass. That's fucking badass, actually. Holy crap.
Yeah, there was a lot of people involved in that, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fucking badass, though. And then Ghostly Nightmares Havoc, yes, you can come over for dinner then.
Yay.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
Yes, I used to be in a podcast called Crazy where it was basically just 4 or 5 guys just sitting around talking absolute nonsense for about an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So that appealed to me.
That sounds like this show. Okay, we're just talking nonsense, but meeting you.
Well, I am big old nonsense, so yeah, it's the same.
Nice. So I see in the background you got Tails, Sonic on the Xbox. So did you used to play? Holy crap, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, it's what we call kind of the Sonic Shrine. It's got.
So that's one of your favorite other games than Final Fantasy?
Sonic the Hedgehog is probably my hero over Cloud. Silly for a 33-year-old to say, but yeah, he was kind of the very first thing I remember playing back in 1991, sitting in the playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know Sonic the Hedgehog was so fucking good back then.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Yeah. It's not quite. I think it's redeemed itself in some bits, but I mean, we ignore Sonic Boom. But yeah, I think for me, Sonic was my percent.
Okay, very cool. Now, if a new creator came to you, and this is from Tifkery, and asked you for advice, what kind of advice would you give them on TikTok?
I would say probably the hardest thing for me to remember is that don't look at the numbers, because you'll do a video and you'll feel like you spent a long time and then it just doesn't take off. I get that can be very disappointing. How you want it.
You're starting to cut out again. Do you have a noise gate on your Discord setup? Because you just might not be hitting the threshold, so when you start talking lower, it might just not be picking up. Like, cause
maybe if I just get myself maybe a little bit closer, maybe that might.
Oh, let's show that sexy face.
Yeah. Line up, ladies.
Right? Okay.
Hopefully, maybe if I speak a little bit louder, maybe it might pick me up a little bit more from there. But I think don't look at the numbers, because it can be very easy to get disheartened. You spend so much time on a video and it doesn't take off the way you want. Just keep trying. Jump on trends. You might dislike the trend or feel like you can't relate to it, but that's when that trend is going. That's when you're going to be more likely to be seen. And just for the love of God, just enjoy yourself. Like, you're there to essentially entertain, because people go on TikTok to be entertained. So just enjoy what you do, and just know that even if it didn't do as well as you think it did, you made at least one person laugh that day.
That's exactly how my mindset is with all this. It's like, as a content creator, like my goal is to make this my career. I want to quit my labor job and actually make this my career, entertain people, make people happy, meet a whole bunch of people like your fabulous self yourself. I don't know what I just said there, but anyway, and it's very discouraging, because like I've seen other people blow up, and it's like, how did you blow up on YouTube for a fart video? Yeah. And you have 1 million views on that, while I'm actually making real content. You got 20 videos, I have 160. You have 12K or subscribers, I have 800. What? Yeah. Like, and it's but not even that. It's still a point being is that it's very discouraging, and you can't really look at numbers, because you eventually find yourself and see what works. It just takes time. Like, sometimes you get lucky. Like me and Blood, we got lucky on some videos. Like, we got a video that has, in total, combined with both our accounts, over 4 million views.
Wow, that's great.
It is. And it's like, how? Why? How did that happen? And SpinDashDude, you're absolutely right. Like, don't worry about the numbers. Just keep posting and do it for yourself. If your goal is to get that number big, do trends. But me and Blood, we're anti-trend. We only do trends we actually like. And most of them are like, this is stupid.
Like, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
If you can take a trend and kind of spin it into your own way,
yeah.
I find that there's a good challenge. It can be kind of fun. So yeah, just make it your own. But I think just make sure you're enjoying what you're doing, because I think for a lot of people, if they can see in the video that you're not enjoying it, it kind of turns.
Oh, that portrays straight through. If you're tired, if you're making a YouTube video, you don't care, it portrays. Like, you got to put 110% energy on top of your 0% energy to, like, just make people see that you're only at 50% energy. It's ridiculous how much energy the camera saps, and a lot of people don't get that one. And it's like, you got to always, if you're not having fun, people will see right through that. They will see right through that. Now, Havoc, I'm following you on TikTok. I'm going to duet you later.
Great.
Expect he's an awesome guy. Also, my son saw Crash Bandicoot in the background.
Yeah, there's I had the idea a little while ago. Well, actually, that was bought at my work. This is the kind of person I am. They did like an end of year masquerade ball party, so everyone's in their tuxedos and their kind of masquerade mask. And then I turned up in that thing, which still fit the rules. It's still a mask, but
nice.
I think that won the company best mask dress thing, actually, to be fair. But I had this great idea of taking like an orange suit jacket, an orange shirt, some cut-off jeans, and some trainers, and some brown fingerless gloves, and becoming Crash Bandicoot, wearing the mask.
Okay.
I love my puns.
Fair enough. That one went over my head, but I'm pretty sure someone else got it.
4 o'clock in the morning, you'll just burst out laughing. You wake the whole house.
Havoc, what scares you the most?
If we're going real talk, not having enough of an impact in a positive way in the world we live in.
Wow,
when I go out, I'd like to be known as someone who kind of made the world a better place than I left it. I know that's a big job for one person, but in some kind of way for some people, interpretation of how they see it. So just, yeah.
Damn.
I think I'd like to make sure I leave and touched as many lives as possible in a positive way.
Nice.
And it scares me that I won't reach that.
Damn, that's fucking epic. I love that, because that's kind of how I feel. As long as I help one person, I'm fucking happy.
Agree.
I mean, like, that's fucking great. Tiff Cree, what makes you follow another creator or cosplay? What is something that stands out for you when you're seeing, and what stands out the most when you're watching these TikToks and you're gonna go follow? Like, you're watching, like, oh, I gotta follow that.
I think for me, it's an amalgamation of the actual content itself. So did I find it funny? Find that quite interesting? Was that amazing? Like, how did they do that? Was the content as well as the props? Is that great? Sometimes it would just take one video, they'll TikTok, and I'll go, that's amazing. I'm just like, follow, done. I've been focusing a lot recently. I know my followers is quite small compared to my following on TikTok, but my Instagram is a lot. About, I think, 5% those that follow.
You're cutting out a little bit.
I think I'm following around about 75% of those that follow me on Instagram, but TikTok is a bit bigger gap, to be fair. But I think I'm focusing a lot more on smaller accounts. I like the idea of finding smaller accounts and giving them that kind of support, because I know how difficult it is to kind of get started with these sort of.
Okay. Very cool. Because I'm kind of the same way. Like, I like seeing smaller creators, and if they actually do a good job and put effort into their videos, I'll sit there, I'll watch their videos and give like some comments on some videos, like some videos, drop them a follow, and give advice if I see that they can use advice or something like.
Absolutely.
And it's great. Thank you, Sin Shadow, for that follow. But I'm about to get to his comment actually. Question: talking about prop making earlier on, would it be possible to show anyone here that hasn't seen it before the helmet you made within an hour for your Ghost? Okay, Ghost
yeah.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
Tsushima.
This is how kind of bored I get.
This is how bored I get.
As a joke, I kind of made this. I wonder if I can just turn the camera around on that.
Yeah, you could.
There we go. Just made that out of cardboard, just as a bit of a laugh.
And you say you're not creative with props. What the fuck is that shit?
That's me bored.
That's me bored. That's an epic Red 13 photo, though. Holy shit!
Oh, thank you.
That's fucking epic.
You need to go up on the wall. But yeah, I kind of did it as a laugh for Ghost of Tsushima, just to kind of make myself stand out a little bit. And people liked it so much, I kind of worked on the rest of the armor set.
Oh my god! You better start making some TikToks with that. That would be hilarious.
I'll try. But I'm just hoping that people know I just did this purposely to look shoddy, just because I thought it'd be great. So we'll see. Maybe it might make its appearances.
Gotcha. Havoc, write that down and puts it in his list. What your fear is. Okay. Lurk, I wish you would follow me, but my stuff may scare you away.
Send me a video and I will.
I'll send you a video too. I'll send you a video. Great. He's really cool. Okay, that's enough from chat for now, man. Chat's been running the show. I love it. Did COVID-19 actually help you with content creation?
I think the only thing that COVID really kind of helped me with was my bank account, because not having to travel to work every day and being able to work from home has saved quite a bit of money. So I think potentially yes, because I've kind of gained 3 hours a day as well, not having to travel. So yeah, I would say so. I would say probably a little bit, but mostly my wallet.
Mostly your wallet. Nice. That is fucking awesome. Are you a furry?
I am not a furry.
Okay.
I respect those that are furry. I think there's a lot of time and effort that goes into making those costumes, and they look amazing. It's nothing that I would. It's not really on my radar of things to do. But I do respect the craft.
I respect any craft. You do whatever you do, and you have fun with it. That's all that matters. And that was from one of my viewers named Fulmer. Really cool dude. I play Apex with him quite often, actually. What else? That's okay. What's your Zodiac sign?
Are we going by the new one or the traditional one?
Traditional.
I am a saggy hairy ass.
I was gonna guess Sagittarius or frickin' Leo, because you got that whole taking the spotlight away type feel, and like you want to help people, but your soul is energetic. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, oh well, thank you. Yeah, definitely. As Sagittarius as me, I feel like that's my kind of it fits. The only thing I don't agree with is it's known as the promiscuous one, and I'm like, I don't even. What? That's definitely not me.
Yeah, some things don't fit, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, in 5 years from now, do you see yourself making content on a regular basis as a career where you can quit your job and have it pay for the roof?
If I start seeing that a lot more people are willing to go that way with my content, then potentially, yeah. At the moment, I've kind of tried to keep all my content free, so there is no Patreon, there is no OnlyFans, there's my Twitch is free to anyone who wants to watch it, as well as TikTok, etc. But if I do start seeing people that would potentially like to start supporting more in a monetary value, then potentially it's just not something I've really thought about, to be honest.
Okay, very cool. What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Do you know, I'm a basic bitch. I really love. Yes,
I'm a basic bitch.
I'm a basic bitch. Like, I love like pepperoni, ham. I don't think pineapple goes on pizza. Sorry. Anchovies and like all sorts of peppers and things like that. But I really just love a cheese and tomato pizza. Just a real basic cheese and tomato pizza, or a carbonara pasta.
Okay, fair enough. Black Veil Rose 21. I'm hoping to make a Tifa cosplay based on the outfit from Kingdom Hearts 2. What do you think?
I think that'd be epic.
That'd be epic.
If you watch a lot of Advent Children, I think she uses the same outfit there, so you could get a lot of screenshots to help with your research. I think that'd be great.
Nice. So what's your least favorite food?
Oh, we had it a few nights ago. I'm not a fan of anything that relies on a lot of onions. I like the flavor of onions, but I'm a bit funny with food in the fact that if it's got a weird texture, I'm not a big fan of it. So, like, I hate the crunch of onions. I cannot stand the feel of squid and things like that. So I would probably go seafood. I'm not a big fan of.
Interesting. Yeah, wow. What is your Hogwarts house, by the way? What? Tifkree.
Apparently Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw? Okay. Yeah. Bloodvixen, would you ever cosplay as Sephiroth?
Oh, I always made the vow that I think I'll stick to one character from 7, who's my boy Cloud.
Okay.
But I think if anybody, if I start getting a lot of people going, yeah, do Sephiroth, just do it. I would. But, I think my biggest fear would, how the heck would I keep that luscious mane of his untangled for the rest of the year?
Right.
Will I keep
okay. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay, well, let's talk about this. What was your feels about that game?
I really enjoyed it. There are certain elements that I'm a bit worried about. I'm not going to obviously sell the ending to anybody, but the ending in particular, I am kind of like,
this is different.
That's new. Okay, I'm really curious, and I'd love to see where they're going with it, but I am a little bit worried that it might change the story completely, and it does make me wonder how certain bits will change because of this thing.
Because the Arbiters of Fate.
Yeah. Overall, I loved it. I thought it was really, really good, and it's now made me sit there and think that I now don't know what's going to happen. So it's not going to be like, okay, cool, I need to wait for part 2, and up to here it's just bulked out and it's got better graphics. Like, it's going to be something new for old and new. So I'm quite excited for it.
I am too. I think they said they're not changing any major events, like nothing like the big major events, like how the plate fell, like stuff like that. They're not changing those things. We're not talking about anything else because my son has yet to play it, and I want to see him do one thing at one spot.
Okay,
yeah. So, but I know those events, they're gonna keep those in the game, but it's just weird, like how it's building up. It's like the Arbiter of Fates are actually trying to fix what Sephiroth is trying to mess with the timeline. That's actually what it is. I don't know if you know that, but like those Arbiter of Fates are there to mess with the timeline. And they're to fix the timeline for what Sephiroth's trying to change. That's why we're getting slightly different things in the game, but at the same point, everything's going to roll back to be the same.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's even rumors that you've completed the game, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, there's the 3 at the end are taken from Kadaj, Loz, and Yazoo from the Advent Children film. Because there's a sword fighter, a puncher, and a gun user. So there's a lot of rumors that they are them trying to make sure that timeline happens, potentially. But I think everything's going to be pretty up in the air at the moment.
I think it's going to be a great game once they finish it. I don't think there's going to be really any problems with anyone really complaining once it's finally done.
Yeah.
So Okay. We're running really close to the hour mark, and we've been just like chit-chatting. Thank you, chat, for doing my job for me today. Thank you. Fucking awesome. What's better, DBZ, Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Super?
I am a bit of a letdown because I haven't actually watched a lot of Super.
Okay.
So I loved Dragon Ball Z. I've seen some episodes of Super, and I thought it was good, but there were some elements that I didn't like. Like, for example, when they released the Battle of Gods, like the film bit, there's a bit where Vegeta just goes absolutely insane because Beerus slapped Forma. But in the TV show, I felt it was a lot lower. It wasn't as dramatic and as epic as it was in the film. But I guess they had to do that to make Beerus seem a lot more powerful than they made him out to be in the film.
Okay. Have you seen Dragon Ball Bridge?
Yes, love Dragon Ball Abridged.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
Have you beaten the original 7?
Yes,
Okay.
I've been in the original 7, yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're reaching to the end of the hour. Got through most of anything. Let's ask a few like pretty deep questions. What's your proudest moment in your life?
There was a time when I was traveling in New Zealand, and at that time I was working for kind of like a door-to-door charity company. And there was one of the girls we were kind of walking around with I think she had a seizure or something. And they wanted me to continue working whilst this girl was having this seizure, but I just plain right refused and went to her with the hospital. She begged me not to go, so I stuck with her, and eventually kind of they actually had to operate to remove something. It was quite a scary and dangerous ordeal.
Damn.
And I'm not usually one for confrontation, but I remember going into work and scream at me because I hadn't met the quota for that day because I decided to go to the hospital with this girl. And I just remember just something happening and me just not minding getting yelled at, just feeling like, do you know what? This is confrontation that I can actually stand up to because I feel like there's 100% chance I was right on this. And that was a human life. And I did what I think I should have done. It shouldn't have been about money. It shouldn't have been about quotas. It should just be someone needed you and I stepped up to the plate.
That's fucking badass. Now, my son, don't spoil it. How did you react to the part that made grown men cry? Don't spoil it. Fair enough. That's good. You cried at that too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like no. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. What is your deepest regret in life?
So many to choose from.
So many. What?
I think I wish I had when we went to New Zealand. We were doing a lot of traveling. My partner Kaz and I. When we sort of stayed in hostels and things like that because it was kind of the best place to kind of socialize and meet people. And we met some really great people. But one of the things we noticed was there was a lot of if people came from like France or Germany and Spain, things like that. They could sit in their own groups and they could talk and they had their own language and they could come into our kind of conversation and they knew exactly what we were talking about. And it just made me realize how lucky I've been when it comes to languages, that I wish I'd spent more time learning other languages so that I could communicate to people in their native tongue rather than expecting them to communicate with mine just because it's easier for me.
Really interesting, because like you didn't spend enough time learning other languages to communicate with more people. You wish you did.
Yeah, I wish I'd spent more time learning other languages.
All right. Oh, now we're gonna move on to my 3 closing questions because chat was lit today. I didn't have to do much work. Thank you. I love that. Now, my first question is there a question during this interview that you want to answer, but you did not get asked during the interview?
No, I think the only one that I want to answer, but it just won't come to me, is making up a game genre.
Yeah, the same thing. Like I got nothing for that. For that. Right? Mind blown. That's a great question.
Yeah, let's go with hip hop fighter game. Yeah.
A hip hop fight.
And all your attacks are dance moves.
Oh, that's interesting.
You can even throw the waltz in there as an ultimate one.
That's interesting. Blood Vixen, real quick. That's the last question from chat. Do you have a significant other?
I do. It's my partner, Kaz. She isn't a big fan of social media. She kind of tends to stay off of it, which is why not a lot of people will see her in any kind of Facebook, Instagram things. She's just not a fan of it. So, out of respect for her, I kind of keep her off.
Yeah.
She has appeared in a few bits and pieces, which she's fine with. But yeah, we've been together 8 years. We're engaged, and we're planning to get married in May. I think it's May 21st, 2021.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Any children on the way?
Oh God, no! Unless you got me, then yeah, I'm already.
You're like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck crotch goblins.
No, all the attention needs to go on me. I don't need.
Damn, like.
But I'm not mature enough yet. I don't think so. Maybe in a few years, but I think I'm still a little bit selfish in what I want to achieve before.
Well, you got to find yourself before you dabble into something like that. And Blood Vixen says congratulations. Now,
thank you.
Is there any interesting fact that no one knows about you, but when they are asked, go, what? Like how DR.ZED has a prosthetic leg.
Oh yes, from Borderlands. Yeah. Up until I was 24, I'd never been drunk, ever. Never even had really much alcohol. Yet still found the ability to plank speed cameras and dive in bushes and all that sort of things. I just didn't feel like I needed alcohol. That's kind of a boring one, to be fair, but I can't really think of anything else, really.
Okay. Now, my last question for the interview. Is there any question you want to ask me and Blood?
Yes.
Ooh.
Just trying to think.
It could be multiple questions too. It's all good.
Yeah. I guess one of the first things I'd ask you guys is, how do you guys find the time to do all these wonderful bits of content that you do? And you've obviously got your Twitch channel as well and your interviews. And how long have you guys been? And is there any advice you can give?
Wait. How long have we been what?
Doing all your Twitch channel, your TikTok, things like that.
Okay. TikTok, I don't know when she started, but I started a little bit before when the year started. I didn't really start doing TikToks until Blood kicked in because she found the OC community and then made my character, and I started doing stuff with her because I liked what she was doing, and so I wanted to join her with it. And the chemistry of like her ideas, because she's the mastermind behind all those TikToks. I come in and I just sit there and generate my own ideas as she's explaining. And I say, how about we try this? Sometimes my idea works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes her idea works, then mine works. It's like, or both our ideas combine really well together. With Twitch and content creations, I started last year in June. I started my YouTube channel and Twitch. Been trying to get that up for a while now. And I've met so many people, and I love who I'm meeting and everything. It's phenomenal. It's a great time. What else was tied with that question? Because you asked a lot right and go, and my brain does not work.
To be fair, you answered a lot of them, but there was one that I was finish up with. So obviously, in a lot of your, I don't want to use the term characters because it makes it sound less than what it is, but personas, I guess.
Okay.
And when you guys get completely into your gear, what's the story behind those guys?
Blood Vixen, if I remember, is like the mother of all demons. And I'm technically one of the children of the demons, and she fell in love with me.
Oh, great.
I think that's the baseline story.
Great.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yes, I do, kiddo. Make me pizza.
Absolutely.
What were we talking about? Pizza?
We did.
We did, yeah.
Favorite food.
Okay. That's how we came to be. Anything else?
No, I think that's. I'm sure they'll as you and I. And
Uh-oh, wait. Blood's gonna correct me. I'm wrong. I'll read it when she types it. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so as you were saying.
I was gonna say, I'm sure as we begin or continue talking, more on channels, I'm sure I'll find out lots and lots more about you guys just as and when it comes around.
Yeah.
Which is great.
One more question real quick while she's typing that out. You got anything else for us? Any other questions?
No, I think I've got it.
You think you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll wait until Blood because those are my closing questions.
Cool.
Yeah,
I mean, if I could take the opportunity to just say thanks for having me on, it's been an absolute pleasure actually talking to you.
Oh, thank you for showing up on Scotty's and me giving you shit to actually be on the show. That was hilarious, dude.
It works.
Hey, that's how I am. I'm blunt and straight to the point, like to people, and it works.
I respect a lot more people when they're like that, to be fair, because at least you know where you stand with them, and I'm all for that. Yeah,
I'd rather that people know where I stand right off the bat, so they know like what they're getting themselves into. Well, Blood didn't respond yet. She's probably still typing. There we go. I am a ruler of demons and demonic souls. Okay, I fell in love with you, and that is forbidden. The other rulers tried to overthrow me and failed. Okay. That's the full story so far. There we go. Now, be sure to drop a sub here because his video will be posted. I got many other videos posted up on my YouTube of interviews, and check them out. Have a good time. But thank you for coming, man. I really enjoyed this. I'll talk to you for a few minutes after the show.
Yeah. Sure.
And everyone, say thank you, say hello, bye, whatever you want to say, but thank you, SpinDashDude. I will catch you later. I'm going to be at Apex with my son in about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to grab something to eat real quick, but I will be right back. Bye!